topic is conditional formatting and conditional formula. So in this video we'll learn how we can apply conditional formatting, that is how to highlight the cells based on the condition, and we'll also be using conditional formulas. So the conditional formula is used to calculate some data based on the condition. So you can say that conditional formatting is used for highlighting mostly, and conditional formula are used for calculation, but both of them will have a condition. Let us check this conditional formatting and conditional formula using an Excel sheet here. So in this Excel sheet I have some names of students and the marks secured by them in different subjects. Here I have already calculated total and percentage. So to calculate total, you can use the sum function. After opening the bracket, you can select the marks of different subjects, close the bracket, hit enter, and drag it down from the corner. Now for percentage, you can do it in two methods. So you can press equal to, and the first method is by using average function, open bracket, and select the same area as that was in total, close the bracket and hit enter. Second method is you can directly divide the total by the number of subjects. Divided by number of subjects means the 5 subjects. So here 1 2 3 4 5, so I'll divide by 5 and hit enter. So in the first method I've used average, and in the second method I have used the total divided by 5. So you can use either one of them to calculate the percentage. Bring it down from the corner, and in order to calculate the result in grade, we'll have to use the conditional formulas. But before that, let's see how do we do the conditional formatting. So to do the conditional formatting, first of all I will have to select the area where I want to apply conditional formatting. After selecting that, go to conditional formatting, highlight cell rules, and select either greater than, less than, between. So I'm going to use between because I want to highlight the marks that are below 40. So below 40 means it will be between 0 to 39. So I'll select between, and in here I'm going to select 0 to, which means 0, between 0 and 39. Okay, so there are some marks which are below 40. All these that are being marked red are below 40. So the method of highlighting the cells basing on the condition that we've just applied right now, that is from 0 to 39, is called the conditional formatting, because I'm applying a condition in order to do a formatting. Let us also check how we can calculate resulting grade by using a conditional formula. To understand conditional formula, you need to know some points, and some examples of conditional formula is if function. So if we look at the if function, the if function consists of 3 parts, that is the condition part and true part, and the other one is the false. So in these 3 parts, it's like, first of all, you're writing condition first. So if you're writing condition first, so if that condition is agreed or if that condition is satisfied, only this part will be shown in the Excel. But suppose if that condition is not agreed or if that condition is not satisfied, then this part will be shown in the Excel. And there are some other conditional formulas like count if, and other logical formulas like AND will also be helpful in doing this kind of conditional formulas. So suppose if you were given a condition that if a student has secured a percentage that is 40 and above, then he or she is passed, or else it'll be failed. So that you have to make the formula in such a way that the condition, put the condition, and the result is also shown. So we'll write if and open the bracket, and as we can see here, the condition is the first part. So the condition is given that percentage is 40 or above 40. That means percentage is equal to or more than 40. But in actual way, we write like more than or equal to 40. Then we have to show that the that he or she is passed, or if the condition is not satisfied. If the condition is not satisfied means it is below the 40, then we have to show that it's failed. So if it was a number, we don't have to add the quotation, but since it is a text that is passed and failed, we have to give the quotation marks. So it is a double quotation mark. It's not like single and single twice, but it is as double quotation marks. Let's try that in here. So here equal to if open the bracket, and the condition is based on percentage. So I will click on the percentage area, or you can write cell name that is K2 is more than or equal to 40. Then we have to show it as passed, or else failed. Okay, so since the percentage is above 40, it is passed. So I can drag it down in order to check the result of all the students. So here we have 2 failed. So here the percentage is less than 40. Here also percentage is less than 40. Now in order to calculate grade, we need to have a condition or some conditions. So basing on that condition only, we'll be giving the grade to the students. So those conditions can be like, suppose if the percentage of that student is more than or equal to 80, that means 80 and above, we have to give S. And if the percentage is more than or equal to 70, then I will be giving A. And if the percentage is more than or equal to 60, then I will be giving the percentage, will be giving the grade as B. Likewise, so let us try that in our Excel sheet. So here I'm going to write equal to if we have to compare with percentage, so I'll click on percentage. If percentage is more than or equal to 80, then grade is S. And if percentage is more than or equal to 70, then we have to give A. And if percentage is more than or equal to 60, as we can see, we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 conditions. So that many times I'll have to close the bracket, or you can check from the open, bracket, that is 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7. So I'll have to close 7 brackets, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and hit enter. So comparing with our condition, 50 and above is C, so which must be correct here. So I will drag it down, and we can see that failed are F. So that means the formula is confirmed. But in some cases, you'll see that if a student is failed in this one subject, he or she must be failed. So in those cases, we have to apply another extra condition. So to do that one, I'm going to correct this formula again. Here the formula is a simple one, but I'm going to correct the formula by adding another function to the formula. Condition should be in such a way that I have to check each and every subject, so that each and every subject is above 40. And if all the subjects are above 40, then only he or she should be passed, or else that student should be failed. So in order to do that, I have to apply another function to this particular formula. So I'll copy this, and in this formula we were comparing with percentage only. So this time I'm going to check whether all the subjects are above 40 or not. So to check that, we are going to use a logical formula, that is AND. And in our sheet, if we check for the first person, that is Anna, if we check for the first person, the cells are E2, F2, G2, H2, and I2. So I will need that E2 should be more than or equal to 40. Likewise, this F2 should also be more than or equal to 40. Equal to 40. And close that bracket, because our AND function starts from this bracket till here, and after checking that condition only, I have to give the result. So if in all the subjects are passed, then he or she is passed, or else if in any of the subjects, if the student gets less than 40, that means that student is failed. So let us apply this formula in our spreadsheet. So I'm going to copy this formula and this, and put the formula here again. And if I bring it down, that students failed even if you get a percentage more than 40, because in some subjects that student has failed. So I will check for all the students, and here we can see that the formula works. After doing that, you can also apply filter. Like I'm going to select all this whole area, and you can go to sorting filter, and you can apply filter, so that if you want to check the failed students, you'll have to unselect past students and click OK. So you can see only the failed students are shown here. Yeah, I'm going to select all again. And suppose if you want to check how many students got C grade, then I'll have to select C only and click OK. So you can see only one student got C grade.